Battle control initialized.
What's up, guys? It's Black and back for Combined Arms content, and what a time to be back in Combined Arms. Have a little bit of a treat for us. We're gonna have Moods playing as March in his traditional wine color. He's gonna be up here in this top left. His opponent is gonna be none other than Hyper playing as Talon in this bottom right in his traditional green color as well. We are on Shadowlands. There is two oil derricks hidden under this gap generator, so it's just a little bit annoying to position around early in this game since it's going to be under that shroud. And then this map from Lad, very light eco. Like the tib on here is pretty like spread out. Got double mount expansion, double mount expansion, and single mount expansion. So very much like summer camp in that regard. But the ore in the tib in this case is just not a whole lot. I feel like you constantly have to spend on this map. It's very weird. I feel like a hidden like tib tree back here would probably make this map a little bit more eco-friendly, but is what it is. Hyper already pushing out some rifles here, and Mood's just a little bit slower, but both these guys going for their respective oil derricks. Hyper trying to send that one rifle out. Unfortunately, it is blocked, and he's going to go all the way around. Mood's army is, actually, Hyper might have actually caught that engineer if he had just gone at the right time. He might still get it. Nope. Goes back with that rifle again. He's just kind of pacing back and forth. He's well protecting his oil derrick, and Moods is just a little bit haphazardly running in. See these guys going on the backside. Looks like we're going to have a double ref out for Moods and a double ref out for Hyper. Hyper a little bit better on the crawl here. Moods like crawling more towards his tib, which is fine. I think Hyper can definitely get a ref there. First few rifles going down, and looks like Hyper is going to clean up on Moods just with those extra rifles since there was only like a 5-stack for Moods. That means this oil derrick is probably going to get burned down. Oh, and he's just going to kill the sandbags probably a little bit quicker. I do like that. It would be funny if the splash killed the engineer, but he is on top of his game. Gonna get that engineer in as well. I think Hyper probably denied Moods some extra income there, and definitely going to keep that oil derrick nice and healthy rather than burning it down. Oh, but he accidentally pulls the engineer off. Oops, that's gonna give Moods some extra income now, and he's gonna be able to have the vision. Too bad he's not going like a war factory first. Probably could have actually saved that oil derrick just temporarily, because all these rifles would eventually kill the light vehicle unless it was like an APC, which I think Mark does have access to APCs, so we'll have to see. Nope, just kidding. I think that is Legion. It has been a while since I have played. I guess I could actually look and see. So this is going to be the Laser faction, Acolytes, Templars, Venoms, Frenzy, Subterranean Trike, Quantum Capacitors for your Obelisk up there, Banshee upgrade discount, and Temple Prime discount. I know that a lot has changed in this version since the last one. I think this is 1.07, and like I was on 1.061 before. So I have a extreme backlog of replays between many opponents, a lot of them featuring Moods, a lot of them featuring Hyper, and a just slurry of them featuring Hod since he's like the main one. Also shout out to Hands because he also uploads some replays for me. So we're going to have a feast of Combined Arms content in like the coming months that I eventually push them out. Hyper going ahead and moving that MC out to the bottom left, and Moods just chilling right now, building some walls. Looks like he's also planning on moving towards the bottom left, which is going to be interesting. Kind of force this game into a very quicker result as that way. If he'd gone this way, maybe it'd go a little bit longer. We'll have to see. Hyper doing a little bit of scouting with that MV. Not sure what he's actually seen. He has not seen anything really about just the MCV, but he's probably going to get in on this backside, kill Rifle Force Trouble as well. Oh, Rifle barely lives, but he does get the full scout out there. Sees that there is an airstrip as well. And Moods coming back in here, focusing on that barrels, because why not? Probably just going to burn down these oil derricks. Takes a little bit of damage on his rifles there, but not a big deal at all. Hyper, on the other hand, has nothing to really combat this with. He's sitting with a Humvee and another Humvee up here, just kind of scouting, making sure, keeps an eye on where that MC is going to go. Make sure there's nothing weird coming out of these barracks, because I think you can just barely see it. First oil derrick is down. Second oil derrick is going to go down in just a second. This technician probably not long for this world, but that rifle gets pulled away right before the light tank shows up. That's right, you shoot your little pellet gun, pap, pap, pap. Rifles will do the actual damage there, though. Meanwhile, Hyper just working on his expansion, already got a ref up, building his battle tanks, which is nice to see. This Humvee coming back, probably on a bad W select, or maybe not. I am not entirely sure. He does have one rifle scout up here as well. And Moods is up to 4 harvesters, 5th one down here, and he's going up to tier 2, and Hyper just barely does not see that. Oh, infantry scare him away a little bit. That'd be nice to know that he's going for Venoms early. GDI not super happy about Venoms. I mean, Talon in particular really wants to get up slow tier 4 game. But Hyper is up to tier 2 as well. He will have that Orca support. I'll be able to deal with the Venoms a little bit more effectively. I mean, Vulcans definitely can deal with Venoms, but kind of have to tech into that. Speaking of tech, do we have any upgrades? No, there is no upgrades for either of these players. There is a guard tower back here though, which is nice. Although there has been 0 bikes play this fight. And now Hyper is going to see everything. Yes, he is. He's going to see the Venoms and did see the MC move out. And he gets a rocket for his shovel there, which is nice. Moods is finally expanding. He's expanding a little bit late though. He needs to quickly transfer at least 2 of these harvs, honestly. There is no use up here on this completely dead patch. And there is a lot of juicy tib for him right there. And another rifle scout from Hyper. We're going to be able to see when this ref comes down exactly. Other than that, these players are just playing super passive. Just kind of scouting. Moods moving out with the Venoms to see that there is no expansion over here, and that's going to cue him into, yes, there is expansion over here. And I got a jump jet trooper coming out from Hyper, which is quite interesting. Probably going to instantly die as soon as these Venoms get on top of it. Nope, they're just scouting so far. Jump jet troopers are nice when Moods has 0 anti-air besides the Venoms. A few rockets back here. The Venom's just poking on some rifles, not killing the rockets is a bold choice there. Probably wants to kill that Humvee, that'd be a great grab. But I see that he does have those tip suits out, which is nice, and that Humvee does go down, and those Venoms will go back. Needs a repair facility right here, that would be fantastic. Get those Venoms automatically repaired when they land for ammo. And an A10 coming out here. Oh, this is going to be such a great run if you choose to do it. I mean, it really doesn't need to, it's just rifles, but still, anytime you can just burn down your enemy infantry, that is great. Sandbags maybe revealing that he's rotating across here, but I think he's missing. Now he's going in for the run, and goodbye a lot of infantry. Plus 15 on there. I'm not sure why. Maybe the bounties have changed, but usually it should be 10% unless rifles are now $150. I'm not sure. It's been a long time since I've played fight arms, and I'm sure I'm getting more wrong than I am right now. I think that was a Orca and a Venom going down. Kind of trading off for each other right now, but I don't think this Orca really wants to pursue those 2 Venoms. Yep. Should be able to deal with that. Maybe trying to kite a little bit. But oh, it does work. He actually gets a Venom. I did not know that Orcas could beat Venoms. Maybe that is another change. He also could use a repair facility. I think he naturally will be building one, and indeed he is. A bunch of light tanks over here from Moods. He scouts in with a radar scan that might reveal to Hyper that something's coming. We'll have to see. I mean, there's a nice harvester for him to grab, and that is a lot of light tanks for him to deal with. Hyper is going to pull everything over here. He's expecting maybe a big attack, but it is just light tanks on a little run right here. And this could be really bad if Moods had any follow-up, but does not look like he has any follow-up. In fact, Moods is probably stalling because he still has no ref. That is huge. But these light tanks are going to get at least 2 harvesters, probably a 3rd one, but they will lose out eventually if they stay here too long. And there we go. That 3rd harvester is barely going to get away. Oh no. Moods is going to be forced to run away. He's losing a lot of his armor right now. In fact, his army is just shrinking as a result. But Hyper's still no tip suits. Probably going to take some damage from that tib. 4 of these light tanks get away. Ooh, there's actually a tech center for there to go. And the Titans are coming out. Venoms come up. Did they get the harvester? I think they did. That is nice. Oh, nope. It is still right there. These light tanks, did they see? They did. Another A10 run. Looks like it just got more of those rifles. But there is an AGT here barely covering that field, and the Orcas are right there. Man, Moods is, I don't know, he's kind of in a pickle right here. He's just now got this ref established. Still no harvesters over here. I imagine that his earned is a lot less, and yeah, it is 10k less. Oh, the light tanks are shooting on the tech center. Could have got the A10 if they were paying attention. They go down. And gets killed by the A10. You don't see that too often, but it is going to work. This Vulcan chasing off the Venoms that were on the top, and yep, it's just chilling right here. Not doing too much besides that one flank, and Hyper just kind of up to tier 4. First Titan is out. Second Titan will probably be coming shortly. This is a lot of Venoms, but I mean, what is he really going to do with it? Hyper is finally moving out. He's going to try to snipe the harvesters, but again, that anti-AA armor on harvesters is going to make a big difference there. He's probably going to get 1 harvester. Barely gets a harvester. Gonna lose 1 Venom. Can I see 1 Venom? No, I don't see 1 Venom. He's barely gonna get away, but what else does he have left? He has 2 light tanks and a handful of rockets versus an entire army of Hyper. Army value is steadily in Hyper's favor. And I feel like as soon as this A10 gets a good strike on those rockets, this game is going to be over. And there goes the MCV in just a second here. He's trying to find the angle on the rockets, but I mean, this is basically just all anti-armor. MCV is going to try to get out of dodge, but I don't think it's even going to get close to making it. Never mind. He loses out the tank just as it was about to kill it, but it does not matter for him. I think this game is pretty much over. There's a lot of venom, sure. This is going to hurt, but there is a few rockets, and he's got to micro him out. And the AA gun on the Emerald is actually taken out of venom. You don't see that too often. MCV does go down to a battle tank in the backside too, and Moods is kind of in just a world of hurt. Losing a ref, pulling the harvesters off, losing his other ref, he's going to be completely out, and his battle tank is just cycling in back, being more annoying. Down to 3 venoms, and they are heavily damaged. Meanwhile, Hyper is just totally fine, got a second Titan out now. Probably can expand again if he really wants to. It looks like he crawled all the way back to the other side, so kind of an interesting move there. I think you'd probably go here, take here and here for Moods, and he'd just be in that much more dire straits. But as it stands, I think Moods is going to have to throw in this towel pretty shortly. He's got nothing left. Army value is 6,213, so it's over 2 to 1. Destroy loss is looking great for Hyper's favor too as well. So as soon as these slow ass Titans want to get there, I think this will spell the end for Moods, and this ORA is going to be absolutely brutal. Instantly kills the 2 rockets. Those poor guys just running away. Light tank comes to show up just to die, and an exo drop as well, because why not? But man, those Vulcans just shredding the infantry in the front, providing so much value, and those exo power suits in the back just sniping a harvester. There is GG. So Moods looking a little lackluster in this first game, but don't worry, we have a second game, and hopefully he can even it out, and I'll see you there in a second. Alright, we are back here for game 2. Hyper sticking with Talon, and Moods switching to Legion this time over Marked. So no more laser boys, even though we didn't get to see him last time. This time we're going to have microwave tanks, the APC, the battle tank, the cash hack, technology hack, intensified microwaves, which were really good on those microwave tanks, and then the stolen tech, if it comes to that, hack satellite, 33% cooldown, which is great. It's a lot of nice powers. I feel like Legion has been buffed a lot in the past couple patches from what I remember, but again, maybe they got nerfed because they were overbuffed. Who knows? We are on Shadowfiend 2. This is like the quintessential old school 1v1 map. Decent start in eco, very close double map expansion a little bit further, and that is it on this map. So this map tends to play a little bit longer. A lot of oil derricks on there, 5 across the field, basically forming a little X. Hyper is going to rush straight to the middle, but Moods, on the other hand, he is going for a War Factory rush. This is very Moods-esque. He's probably going to do something strange right here. The wall's already coming out. Will Hyper have the sense to see it? I'm not sure. He is scouting with a single rifle, and I feel like if he doesn't see anything soon here, that could be strange. I mean, engineers are expendable, or I'm not sure the word I'm looking for, not reusable. So yeah, whatever that word is that is currently escaping my memory. Consumable, that's the word I was thinking of. So it's kind of hard to get all 3 of these oil derricks. So maybe there'd be reason that you don't see your opponent going here, but that just seems unlikely. Probably grab at least those 2, because it's pretty safe to do so. And the walls are pretty much sealed off. There is one little gap over here, which is kind of funny. It's actually probably not a bad idea, just because your opponent's rifle will probably want to scout all the way around, rather than like see that this is blocked off and just go this way across. But you know, pathfinding might just send him that way anyways. So what is Moods going to do here? He's just going for super greedy eco. Gonna drop another ref over here, probably a power plant, and maybe a 3rd ref. Maybe go for like a double War Factory spam. We'll have to see. I mean, he's Legion, so what is he gonna really have? APCs and battle tanks? I guess that could be pretty good. Reminds me of something that Stormberg would do. He just build like an APC just to kill your early rifles and rockets, and then follow it up with some like bikes or some, in this case, battle tanks, and just kind of, you don't have anything to do with it. It's put you super far behind. Hyper has gotten 2 oil derricks in this time, and he is just pumping out that infantry on the double ref, going for a 3rd oil derrick as well since he has it. Might even go for a 4th one if he sees that Moods is not here. I think this is about the time that you're like, okay, what is Moods doing? I'm definitely going to go for a scout vehicle first to see if I can get in his base to see what he's doing. He's sold off his wall here. He decides he wants to build some rifles as well, up to 4 harvesters, so his eco is going to be rolling rather. And what is this? Another War Factory? Okay, so War Factory off of 4 harvs and 2 War Factory pumping out rifles. think he's going to have the eco to sustain this, but it's going to be very expensive. And the bikes are coming out. But I mean, there's not a whole lot of true harass here on this map. I mean, Hyper already has the channels basically plugged with rifles, so you should be able to see it. One rifle coming in to scout, and this rifle is going to come in and scout, see a bunch of rolls that will probably tick him off that something is weird happening. Hyper also already expanding to his very close natural expansion there. Would be interesting if Moods just wants to move here, get a ref here and a ref here at the same time. Probably worth it rather than just trying to place a ref here and then move. Oh, he does see a bike coming out with the Humvee as well, and this bike is getting blocked by that rifle over there, so this bike attack is probably not going to work. Although, I think Hyper somehow missed this. He might get a bike for a shovel. Instantly pulling one harvester away, but not the right harvester. He's just sending this one into the ref, and maybe he's sacrificing it because that rifle or that bike is going to kill that harvester. Okay, for a second there, I thought he was just going to let it go. Humvees are going to come in, not get the kill on these bikes, but we'll chase them off for now. And there is more bikes in here shooting on a rifle. Bikes are going to get away from now. Maybe go for an old Derek, but there's a bunch of infantry over there as well. And Hyper sensing a weakness going in with a bunch of rifles, but there is a little bit from Boots here. He's going to have to rotate off. This is going to be a nice cleanup for Hyper. And it looks like, yes, bounties were indeed changed, or rifles were indeed changed. Let's see if I can actually find out. Rifles are, okay, rifles are 100, so I guess bounties just got increased. Quite interesting. I'm not sure what the reason behind that is, but I'm sure there's one. And now Hyper's still moving in here with these medics. Never mind. Laser comes out, and that is going to be it for this little attack. And an artillery to boot. Hyper is going to be massacred there, but a bunch of bikes coming in right here. And Hyper is going to be stressed to deal with this. Gets one bike, two bikes, but I think he's going to lose a harvester. Another bike going down. That should be... Oh, nope. Gets majority of those bikes away still. But I mean, that is some brutal harassment. He's down to 3 harvesters again. But at the same time, Moods is on a dry field with 4 harvesters, and he has not expanded. It is going to be brutal if he cannot sustain this. Hyper is just running everything across. He might just be base trading. Nope, decides against it. He wants to protect his old Eric. He's getting caught in between these bike harasses when all he really needs to do is just drop some guard towers, leave some stuff there. Some Genjet troopers, not the answer there, but maybe the answer here. We'll have to see. Not a whole lot of armor here, but really doesn't need a whole lot of armor. He just needs to kill the rifles. Maybe that artillery. And yeah, these artillery are going to be super effective without there, but Jumpshot troopers counter artillery pretty good as long as the rifles don't kill them. Oh, bike's going back here, and yeah, they are finally down. MLS taking care of them as well. Gunjet troopers getting another rocket for the trouble, and another one, and another one, and another one. That Move Command actually killing him right now. One rocket left. Oh, and this guy was ranked up, so he does survive, and he's gonna kill the rest of the rifles. What an unexpected thing. You see an elite Jumpshot trooper. You do not see that much often. I mean, fortunately, he does not do too much damage to buildings, but he is going to be able to stop down any infantry coming out, which is going to be a problem for Moods, unless it's a bike. Wow, it almost kills that in like 2 shots. That is crazy. The bikes are going to shut down that elite Jet trooper. He lived as he died, killing things and dying as they do. Basically just mosquitoes. 3 more coming in though, because why not? They did so well the first time, but unfortunately these bikes are probably a little bit too much for the handle. Nope, not if they're moving. Almost one taps that bike, and they're going to retreat over the mountain to safety. Moods has established a second ref on this patch finally. Unfortunately, Hyper is, well, actually, Hyper is not rebuilt his economy, really. He's got no harvesting up here. Still got a lot of money on the main field, though. Moods just continuing to harass with these bikes. Engineer recapping that oil derrick, or is it going to get killed? He's trying for it, but unfortunately, not enough. And the bikes get shut down pretty hard. And what does Moods have left after this? He's got an expansion sneakily out and a single battle tank with some rifles. A bunch more battle tanks coming out, but again, I think Hyper just has the better composition here. Those MLSs are going to kill with all this, and those Jet troopers will kill those rifles. So it looks like Moods is getting taken to town right here by Hyper. Hyper playing a really good game. This battle tank getting forced off as well. And Hyper just gonna sit. Oh no, he is gonna push the battle tank in, but man, that laser turret did not last long. Needs to snipe out the rockets, otherwise the Jet troops are gonna get wasted. One more rocket left. Man, so much of that infantry going down to those Jet troopers. Fortunately, he loses his one battle tank. Now he has to kind of kite away a little bit, but I think he'll be okay once those rifles go down. And now those battle tanks need to get out of dodge because there is still 3 rockets there, plus some medics. Some more MLRSs coming in. Yeah, man, those rockets out a little far ahead. But you can see how effective they are against defenses in getting the splash on those rockets. Not even sure they're there, just shooting at the ghost of a turret. Hyper up to tier 3 as well. Mood's finally getting established on his expansion, but he's gonna basically have to forgo this. I'm not sure how he holds this. He has to get a good angle on the flank, but Hyper is just slowly coming in. Mood's being a little bit cheeky with the fences there. Fortunately, he is through. He's trying his best to do it with fences, but just not enough. And now we have a forced engagement here. I'm not sure if Moods can do this. He's going for the crushes, but it's just not happening so far. The crushes being a little bit too hard for him. Finally gets on top of him and forces the infantry to scatter and the crushes, which forces Hyper's back, but just temporarily because there's more rockets for him. And he can regroup and re-push again. He's just streaming everything in, and here comes the Titan and some zone troopers, some zone raiders rather. Nope, Hyper, sensing that there must be an expansion over here, is going to reroute over there. That is probably the smart decision. He can just leave this army right here if he really wants to. Maybe push it over here, focus on those harvesters, split Mood's attention that much more. And the bike's gonna miss this army. He's gonna see a medic coming. That should cue him up to something weird going on. But Hyper, oh no, he's switching back, trying to kill this bike. That is a mistake. He could just go in right now. He's gonna see that there is a harvester operation eventually, but this game is pretty much shut. All Hyper has to do is actually attack anywhere, somewhere, and Moods is going to fold. There's not much that Moods can do. This rifle is gonna see the perfect scout. Oh yes, there is tier 2, and there is a refinery. Hello. And that is everything going over there. Yes. Hyper's like, your expansion is now forfeit. I don't like it. I want to delete it. ORA getting caught in a weird spot, and Moods hunting it down, but unfortunately a bunch of battle tanks getting caught up on infantry right here is not what he wants. And those zone raiders getting right on top of the MCV. The MCV is not going to get away. Not this time. They can just jump right back on top of it in like 3, 2, 1, and jump. And it doesn't even get killed by the zone raiders. And now Moods is going once again to try with all his might to kill these infantry, but I don't think there's much. There is a Titan there. There is a bunch of rockets, and that Titan is going to go down. Can't tell if it actually crushed that tank or if it just missed and died anyways. But hello, second Titan in your base, in your face. And Moods is quickly succumbing to this attack here. This Titan just creaming through his stuff. And there we go. Hyper taking this 2-0. It's like he was not sweating those games at all. Moods trying something fancy and it did not work out. But hey, it is what it is. But that's going to be it for this week, and I will see you all next time.
Battle control